to another episode of Mantled Made. Mantled Made for women dominating marketplace and ministry. I'm your host, Angelica Williams. Listen, this is season 2, episode 2 of Mantled Made. God has shifted and done the things, and I'm excited and honored that He has allowed me to carry out this vision. Last week, we were able to interview the amazing Kendra Y. Hill, and so if you didn't go watch that episode, go back to our YouTube channel or our Facebook page at Mantled Made and watch that interview. It will bless your soul. And I'm not saying it because it's my show, but it will literally bless your soul. And I want to share with you because sharing is caring. And so without further ado, every other week when we're not interviewing, we still are going to, the encouragement still is going to happen. The closet confessions is still going to happen. And we're going to give you some things you can apply to in the marketplace, some practical steps. And so before we get into our mantle talk, we're going to cut to commercial. Do you know that your brand can outlive your business? You want to know why? Because you are the brand. Hi, my name is Angelica, and I am a brand strategist. I help women leaders see their personal brand that can outlive their business. Because even if your business shut down, you are the brand. You are the one that carries the mantle. But you don't have the tools, the systems, or the visibility to do so. So join me for a 5-day challenge starting March 1st on building your personal brand. Sign up at www.angelicaawwilliams.com. Welcome back to our studio. Listen, support. When God gave me the idea to include small businesses or people, authors, entrepreneurs, creatives, allowing their commercials into the show. Listen, I'm a whole producer over here, editor, stylist, host. I'm doing it all until God sends help or says otherwise, but I'm going to do it in excellence. So make sure you support those commercials, those people that are being advertised throughout the show. Now, let's get into our mantle talk for the day, okay? Let's get into our mental talk, because I think it's something that we all need. I think it's something that we all need. I think it's something that we all may suffer from. So let's get into it. Today's mental talk: when visibility feels heavy. Now, there's a side of visibility that no one prepares you for. And when I say be visible, I'm saying when you go viral, when you pray for the platform, when God enlarges your territory, when you declare expansion, but enlargement requires capacity. Isaiah 60:1 says, "Arise, shine, for thy light is come, and the glory of the Lord is risen upon thee." Notice it says arise and shine. It doesn't say arise and hide, but shining requires rising, and rising requires stretching. You have to be stretched in this season. When God increases your visibility, He's increasing your responsibility. Luke 12:48, to whom much is given, much is required. Visibility is a requirement. It's a level shift. The weight you feel is not proof that you're failing, it's proof that you're carrying more. Esther didn't just become queen. She had to learn how to carry the crown. David wasn't just anointing. He had to grow into the throne. Your visibility is not accidental. It's developmental. But if your identity isn't settled, every opinion, every attack is just going to feel like weight. Galatians 1:10 says, "Am I now trying to win approval of human beings or of God?" When you know who approved you, public opinion loses its power. So if visibility feels heavy, don't you dare shrink. Strengthen it. Let's talk about what's happening culturally, right? Women are rising in media, they're leading in business, they're preaching, they're scaling, and the moment their visibility increases, so does their scrutiny. One viral clip, one screenshot, one comment thread, and suddenly the room feels louder than the calling. But here's the truth. Scrutiny is the tax of influence. Sis, culture celebrates women who are emerging. It questions women who are established. But if you dim your light to quiet the noise, you teach the room that pressure will work. And pressure only works when you're not rooted. And this is why it's important to know your identity and be rooted in God and go with what He has for you. And so when you pray for the platforms and you pray for God to enlarge your territory, also pray that He strengthens you to carry it all. That when things become visible and the scrutiny does happen, that you don't cave under pressure, but you still arise, you still shine, and you show up. That's our mental talk for today. Now let's switch to our closet confessions. These are my confessions. Welcome back, Closet Confessions. Now let's get into it. Because when visibility feels heavy, right? People start dressing safe. They want to wear loose clothes, neutrals, all black, unstructured, just blending in. Baby, you weren't built to blend in. You was meant to stand out. But here's your moment. Your wardrobe should support your mantle. So let's break this down. Structure signals alignment. Tailored dresses, structured blazers, clean lines, snatch waist. Structure visually communicates that you have authority. Your silhouette should say, I belong here. The colors that you decide to wear should communicate without you speaking. Black is authority. Green is earthy, clean. Blue is royalty. White is pure. And so you should be able to communicate these things in your wardrobe, because when you're dressing like someone that you're not, and you know that who God has called you to be, you're basically saying, I don't want to carry this mantle. Like even greens, emerald, wealth and growth. If y'all know y'all got wealth and growth, then why not wear it out? Your fit should not be the trend. Like, know your body type. Dress for the proportions. Elevate your basics. Let me give you a challenge this week. Audit your closet. Remove 3 pieces that no longer reflect who you're becoming. Because y'all know y'all got some pieces. Because you don't dress like where you've been, you're going to dress for where you're going. Fashion is not vanity, especially when you are a personal brand or woman with a mantle. Fashion is how you communicate to your audience who you are without saying who you are. Because when you step in the room, you should step in the room with authority. And so go through your closet, because we all should be purging our closets. Pick out 3 things that no longer belong there. Take them away. Give them to somebody. That might be the season of clothing for them. And once you take out that clothing, reflect on where you have come from and where you're going and who you're becoming, because God has something great for you, and your clothes is the first statement that tells people who you are without saying who you are. So stop trying to blend in when God has made you different. Now that's our closet confessions for today. Let's go to our marketplace talk, because you know we gotta apply some marketplace stuff. We here right with the marketplace talk, and I figured out, what way did I want to do this segment. And so what we gonna do, usually I would probably do some type of demonstration with Canva, but we are going to make this a little bit more practical. Okay, we're going to put some practicality to a thing, because when visibility becomes heavy, you want to have your systems. And so that's what we're going to talk about in this marketplace talk. We're going to talk about having systems, and we're going to make it more practical so you can understand. And so I'm going to slow it down a bit. If you are creating every post manually, designing from scratch every week, responding to every inquiry personally, booking through your DMs, taking payments on Cash App and Zelle and all the things, you don't have visibility. You have pressure. You have system deficiency. Like you don't have the right systems in place. And so I want to give you some steps on your next marketplace move. You need to build an infrastructure. If you don't have an infrastructure, I'm going to teach you how to build one. So step 1, create a branding kit in Canva. Upload your logo, and when you upload your logo, it's going to extract the colors from your logo. And once it extracts the colors from your logo, then you're going to add your brand fonts. You're going to take those hex codes, and you're going to save your tone of voice guideline in your brand kit. Now, once you do that in Canva, the next thing you're going to do is create 10 templates. You're going to have a quote template. You're going to have a carousel template. You're going to have a testimonial template, announcement template, and you're going to make these repeatable. You're going to design them only once, and you're going to duplicate them every week, because guess what? Consistency brings trust, and trust bangs those coins. Number 3, automate your booking. With your link in bio, it should go to a booking page with a confirmation email with a reminder email. You can do this in Google. You can do this with Acuity, Calendly, whatever you prefer, but automate your booking. Because if you don't have order, God ain't going to send you the doors that need to be open. He's trying to give you visibility, but he wants you to get the systems so you can open the doors and keep them open. Proverbs 22:29 says, do you see someone skilled in their work? They will stand before kings. Get that. Catch that. Clock that. You need the skill and the systems so you can stand before kings. Skill is a spiritual thing. Excellence, operating in it, is biblical. Structure is the stewardship. So, baby, if you're wondering why this visibility has seemed heavy or you have not become visible at all, it's because you need to create your infrastructure. So, get you a Canva account, and if you don't have one, if you click the link down in the description, you can get you Canva Pro, because everybody needs Canva Pro. I know it's a free version, but Canva Pro is it. Build your brand kit. Make 10 repeatable templates. One being announcement, one being a carousel, one being your offer post, and make them repeatable. Make them where you can duplicate them every week. You should probably be doing a carousel teaching every week. You should probably be doing one reel every week. And again, once you're consistent in how you're doing those things, consistency brings trust, trust brings those coins. And once you have that in place and you become the authority, make sure you got a link in your bio where people can book you, and it's automated. Stop answering everything through your DM because you're feeling the weight of visibility because you don't have systems in place. That's our marketplace talk for today. Now, back to the studio. This has been another amazing episode of Mantled Made. Mantled Made for the woman dominating the marketplace and ministry. Make sure you have subscribed to us on YouTube and you're following us on Instagram and Facebook at Mantled Made everywhere. If you want to be a guest on the show, email us at mantledmade@gmail.com. We would love to have you as a guest. We have more amazing women coming forth. We have more amazing women that will be here that will be sharing their testimony. So today you got me, but next week we have an amazing interview by D. Keiko Roberts. And I'm so honored that she said yes to the call. And so she will be with us next week. So stay tuned for that interview of Mantled Made. Until next time, keep your mantle, protect your mantle, and keep dominating in ministry and marketplace. I'm Angelica, signing out.